Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our trouble will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make
Christmas is a time of year for families to get together. However badly we may feel certain members of the family have behaved, embarrassing, irritating conduct of such members of the family, we must wish them a Merry Christmas. Happy Christmas.
In Colin Worsfold, the Treasury is losing an exemplary civil servant, one of bureaucracy's unsung heroes. And his report on the theoretical implications for exchange market fluctuations after the introduction of a single European currency is a fitting climax to his Treasury career, an historic piece of work which I know you'll all find essential reading.
Well done, Colin.
Colin, please accept, on behalf of all your colleagues here, this small token of our appreciation, which we hope you will find useful in your new job at the Ministry of Agriculture.
Well done, Colin.
Come on, Colin.
And motorists are being advised to avoid the Ketteridge area, where protesters are picketing the new bypass being built to bypass the old bypass. You're listening to Classic FM.
No doubt about it. This is the right decision.
Colin.
Opportunity I've been waiting for. Chance to make a difference. Chance to do something useful.
Colin, can you save these? We're building the Acropolis.
Yep. New job, new man. I should have done this years ago. I feel invigorated, revitalized, ready for a challenge. Plain, striped. What the hell? Today it's spots.
Terrible tie, Dad. Seriously embarrassing.
Oh, I thought it was quite snazzy.
You don't know anything.
Of course he doesn't. He's a civil servant.
No good, Ben. I'm not rising to the bait. Not this morning. Now, where's that bacon?
Murderer. There isn't any bacon. Dido ate it.
Murderer?
Look, I'm sorry, okay? I haven't had time to get to the shops. We've got parents' evening tomorrow. I've got marking up to here as it is.
It's a nursery school, Claire.
Well, you try assessing pasta pictures.
No, Mum. Educating the citizens of tomorrow is less valuable than being a mindless henchman of a repressive dictatorship.
Why, thank you, Ben. This job's obviously a promotion. Last week I was just a lick-spittle functionary of a discredited regime. I'm going up in the world. Morning!
Terribly sorry about that, sir.
Not a bit of it. This is what I'm here for. Real issues, real people. Are they Cornish fishermen?
No, Spanish, I'm afraid, sir. We've driven off all the Cornish fishermen. Oh. Welcome to Math, sir.
Worsfold from the Treasury. Come to slum it with the yokels here at Maff, have you? Cod, I think. Doggerbank. Seems like you've been baptized.
I asked for the transfer. I'd had enough of theory. Wanted something to get my teeth into.
Try turkey.
It's me! Roast 'em, stew 'em, boil 'em, fry 'em. You just gotta try 'em. Gobble, gobble, gobble. Stuff yourself till you wobble.
I'm Arthur Headley. Only the best turkeys are good enough to be Headley's turkeys. So what do we say, Gordon the Gobbler? They're terrific! Lovely.
Yes. Last Christmas, a Mr. Henderson fell ill after eating one of Headley's turkeys.
Ah, not quite so terrific.
Apparently not. It's only one incident. These days you have to take everything seriously. Ignore one case of bellyache, and the next you know, half the do-gooders in the country are reporting you to Nick Ross.
I see. So what do the doctors say?
Well, the usual. They haven't a clue what's wrong with the man, but being quacks, they have to cover their backsides by saying they think it might just possibly be one of these new viral prion-type bugs. Apparently they're to blame for most things now. Anyway, your job is to go out there and get the facts. Now, discreetly, of course.
Of course.
We don't want a rush job. We don't want another beef cock-up. And obviously, it would be to everybody's advantage if the conclusion were a sensible one for the turkey industry.
Obviously. Though I obviously would have to base my conclusions on the evidence that I find.
Obviously. Good, that's all settled then.
Good. That's all settled then. We'll have a very exhaustive inquiry.
Incredibly exhaustive, Minister.
Excellent. And all this exhaustiveness will presumably take an immense amount of time as it progresses through all the vital stages of investigation and analysis.
Absolutely.
So, by the time it's finished, everyone will have forgotten all about it. And if they haven't forgotten about it, then the inquiry will presumably come to the right conclusion.
Naturally.
We're not terribly keen on alienating Headley and the poultry lobby at this stage, given that we've successfully pissed off every beef farmer and fisherman in the country. It would be nice to have one seat in the sticks that wasn't Lib Dem. So, who's your paper shuffler?
A chap called Worsfold.
Bloody silly name. That's always a good start. Is he one of us?
Grammar school boy, actually. Still first at Oxford.
Oh.
His old boss at the Treasury says he's loyal, balanced, and thorough.
Pliable, long-winded, and vacillating. Splendid. Same again.
Nice touch, eh? Gordon personally welcomes the turkeys when they come to the factory, you know.
Charming.
And that's only the start. Now, what you see here is the result of generations of Headley farming. Centuries of partnership between man and turkey. You see, Mr. Worsfold, this business is steeped in tradition. The turkey is heading for the electrolyzed stundic, which means it doesn't feel a thing when the robotized necking blade cuts its throat. The neck and beak are then sucked up by that tube there, while the carcass is being vacuum plugged. Nothing goes to waste. Oh, poultry mutton. It's then anally injected with stuffing, apricot and chestnut, or sage and onion, per recto, before beginning the last leg of its journey. Where it is shrink-wrapped and then immersed in the liquid nitrogen. There we have it. Well done, old girl. You see, Mr. Worsfold, we try to make sure that these are happy birds, because a happy bird is a tasty bird.
How do you know they're happy?
Well, we've had no complaints so far. Lovely. I'm happy to cooperate in any way I can, Mr. Worsfold. You ask Arthur Headley a question and you'll get a straight answer.
What exactly do you feed your turkeys?
Well, it's not a load of old rubbish, you know. No. It's balanced nourishment satisfying all the nutritional requirements.
So, what is it exactly?
It's an enriched diet of high-protein ingredients.
What is it?
Well, it's turkey, mostly.
I thought that wasn't allowed.
No, there's nothing in the guidelines. Besides, we were told to do it.
Who by?
Your predecessor told us to up the protein levels. What's the best source of protein? It's not muesli, is it? Oh, it's Headley's Premier Turkey.
That can't be a good idea.
Of course it is. We eat turkey, why shouldn't they?
Well, I thought turkeys were vegetarians.
They are. So we only feed them other vegetarians.
Somehow it just seems wrong.
Rubbish. Look at it from their point of view. Only the finest pieces of Headley turkey for dinner. Why, it's Christmas every day to them. Well, obviously, they don't get all the trimmings, the sprouts, the roasties, the cranberry sauce.
Crackers?
Pardon? No. No. Have yourself a turkey niblet. Now, that one's Olmar Headley's original Thai recipe, marinated in lime and coconut pickle.
I won't. Thanks, I ate on the way.
Go on, eat it.
I'd like a random sample of carcasses sent to our food laboratory for analysis.
Oh, we've done that already.
When?
Oh, they asked for that weeks since.
Who?
You're not. They were very anxious to clear this up.
Were they indeed?
Well, if that's all, I'd better be getting on. Only 137 necking days to Christmas.
We'll be in touch.
Safe journey.
Thank you, Mr. Headley.
Lovely.
Mr. Headley, how can I help?
Time to get your overpaid lobbyist arse in gear. I just spent £5 million on a new plant. I'm not having it jeopardized by one case of gut rot. So get lobbying.
Down, girl. It's only cod. Well, I've had a very good day since you ask.
Oh, sorry, Colin. I'm just trying to prepare for tomorrow's lesson. I've got double sponge painting.
Wow, I couldn't tell you about my new job even if you did ask. It's top priority and very hush-hush.
Rearranging paper clips?
Can't answer that, Ben, I'm afraid. Official Secrets Act. Suffice it to say, it's highly controversial and, Pippa, it addresses key environmental issues.
I expect you're gassing badgers.
Wouldn't you like to know? Now, I wonder who's had the last of those beers.
I think I'll adopt the Whitehall line on this one, Dad, and lie.
Ben, that's quite enough. I want you to produce that bottle right now.
Thank you.
I need it to turn into a rocket.
Yes, we had that batch in some time ago. I don't know why you weren't told. Now, where is it? Well, that's funny. It's gone. Oh, no, it hasn't. Yes, the turkey specimens from Headley's were analysed and none of the tests proved positive.
What?
No, we couldn't find anything. Not even any Semtex. Sorry, lab joke. No, I'm afraid we've drawn a blank.
Oh, that's very convenient. So turkey is safe?
It's safe to say that there's no evidence that it's unsafe. Just because we haven't found a link, that doesn't mean there isn't one. Hello, Buttercup, and how are we this morning? Clever, eh? 2 udders. Waist height, you see, for easy access. Double the milk production. Quite undrinkable, of course.
Probably end up on aeroplanes. I want more tests, with an independent sample. Headley could have sent you anything. I want a bigger control group, wider cross-rep. Good grief, what's that?
Bit of an experiment. It's a pig-calf crossbreed. Perfect for veal and ham pies.
Where'd you put the egg?
Now, we're all very excited about this one. It's the perfect chicken. No wings, legs or thighs, or breast. Maximised food potential. Minimum waste. The only problem is the head. Next, we're going to get rid of the brain and the central nervous system.
Why?
To foil the animal rights people, of course. The thing won't be conscious, so we can't be accused of cruelty. It'll taste just like chicken, but it'll be classified as fruit.
What's in there?
Oh, that's long-term R&D. They're working on a new synthetic meat substitute. It's granular, organic, strictly 21st century stuff. Well, that's the guided tour. I hope it was helpful.
Not very. I want you to check this. If there's anything even vaguely suspicious about this turkey, I want to know about it. I want it stripped down to the last molecule.
If you say so. But the trouble with science is that it is a very inexact science.
More tests. Good thinking. Excellent. You don't want to jump the gun on this one.
I'm also going through all the medical databases for any signs of related illness.
Isn't that going to be a very, very slow process?
Yes, but I think it's important.
So do I. Incredibly important. We don't want to overreact, do we? It's just an isolated incident. All right, so it isn't an isolated incident.
It was amazingly easy. I got the data through a medical website on the internet. 9 recent cases of gastroenteritis with unusual symptoms, and the one common factor was that they all ate turkey.
Amongst other things, Worsfold, we deal in fact here, and the fact is that there are what? A handful of cases of chippy tummy, possibly associated with the consumption of turkey.
Headley's turkey?
That is not proven either.
Well, only because most of the victims are too ill to remember the brand name.
Still, with a population of about 54 million and a mere 9 cases, the odds are about 1 in 6 million.
But these are just the cases round Ipswich.
Well, if you lived in Ipswich, you'd probably feel pretty sick.
Oh, you can't think this is a coincidence.
I don't think anything, Worsfold. I'm a civil servant. And so are you. Remember that.
I think we should shut down Headley's farm.
Don't get overexcited, Worsfold. These are people's livelihoods.
What about people's lives?
No one has died yet.
Oh, no. More paperwork. I've got to report you to the ministry. You're nothing but trouble.
What happened to the Spanish fish protest? Ran out of fish. Colin! Not now, Montague! I know you lobbyists have got a job to do, but so have I. And mine involves ignoring you.
Mr. Headley is very concerned.
So he should be. I'm closing him down. There's been a death.
Bloody Worsfold.
Mr. Headley, I'm from the East Anglian Weekly News. Any comment?
This is a complete bloody non-story.
Great. Sounds like one for us.
Which is the first one?
Well, I can't help noticing, but she is very old.
Yeah, she only just missed a telegram from the Queen. Bad luck, dear.
But she definitely ate turkey.
Oh, yes. As did Fatso here. Contents of stomach, turkey, roast potatoes, sausages, bacon, peas, stuffing, apple crumble, custard, Stilton, camembert, chocolate, about 2 bottles of Côte de Rhône, half a bottle of brandy.
Yes, I get the picture.
and an entire packet of Jaffa cakes.
Thank you. I thought you said there were 3 turkey-related fatalities.
If you have tears, prepare to shed them now.
Jesus, what a mess. The turkey did that.
In a sense, most of the damage was done by the lorry.
What?
He was eating a turkey bap when he passed out on the M25. That's when he went under the juggernaut. Very unlucky. Traffic was actually moving.
So, how definite is the link between eating turkey and death?
Hard to say. Sometimes the evidence is difficult to piece together. A bit like Matey here.
I don't feel very well.
You're probably not used to it. We don't get many civil servants here. Just the Princess of Wales. What?
You prat, Worsfold. It's on page 7.
I have to do it. I have to protect the public.
You're going to scare the living daylights out of them. I hope the pathologist was pretty definite.
Oh, yes.
Well, now the local rags have got hold of the story, it's just a question of time before the nationals pick up on it.
Well, surely they won't pick this up. It's completely buried.
That's what happens with a food scare. Once it gets into the system, it jumps species. Locals to nationals, nationals to television.
Oh, I think you're underestimating the intelligence of the press.
Not very pleasant reading, Mr. Lester.
We did okay in Hello. Arthur Headley shows us around his delightful slaughtering facilities.
Oh, for the love... Bloody Lester! I'll kill him!
The Prime Minister wants you to know that he's not going to blame you for this.
It's early days. Perhaps if I could just have a word.
I don't think that would be a good idea. The PM's not terribly happy about going down in history as the Prime Minister that poisoned Christmas. Not much of a vote winner.
That bad idiot is going to cost me the election! I'm finished!
The Prime Minister says there's no need to panic. There's a standard procedure in crises of this kind, and all you have to do, Mr. Lester, is initiate it.
Minister, is Turkey safe?
I have the utmost confidence in the safety of the good old British turkey. In fact, so confident am I that I'm happy to feed it to my own son. Come on, James. There's nothing wrong with it. Just chew it and swallow it. Or there's no Euro Disney. Excellent! There's a good chap. You see, this government's not afraid to put its money where its mouth is.
The Agriculture Minister's son was immediately rushed to St. Thomas's Hospital. He was turned away due to a lack of beds and taken by helicopter to Newcastle Infirmary, where his condition is said to be stable. A number of leading supermarkets have removed turkey from their shelves as a precaution. They are reacting to pressure from consumer groups, but deny that they are panicking because of the recent Nick Ross phone-in.
Well done, Dad.
It's not exactly what I wanted.
And in Brussels today, the German Food Minister, Hans Gluck, expressed his concern but offered sympathy for the plight of the British turkey farmers. He pledged that he and his European colleagues would do everything in their power to assist their partners.
Remind me to cancel the cable subscription. Why can't you two get your news from a decent source?
What, like the government?
I think it serves everyone right for eating animals in the first place. It's nature taking its revenge.
Oh, what about the dog? Does Dido deserve to die for eating meaty chunks?
Dido doesn't have a choice, Dad, because you are a fascist.
That is so unfair. I'm actually making myself very unpopular in the ministry and in the government by stupidly trying to do the right thing.
Ooh, you're such a rebel, Dad. Better give you an OBE.
You know, it's funny. We've decided to ban turkey from the dinner menu at school.
What? How often do you give them turkey?
Oh, not often. Well, never actually. It's usually ravioli or chips. But it's the principle of it.
This is ridiculous. I took a precautionary step against one potential specific source of contamination. There's no reason for national hysteria. There isn't even any definite scientific evidence yet.
I know. That's what's so scary.
Sometime next month isn't good enough. The public has a right to know what they're eating, or what they're not eating. Well, why is there a delay?
Slight explosion which has set us back a bit. No, nothing to do with the animal rights people this time. That synthetic meat substitute our chemists were working on. Well, apart from being granular and organic, it's also a bit unstable. There it goes again.
George, could I have a word?
How about us? The way things are going, Colin, you and I are not going to remain friends. Now, Brussels has gone mad as well. Hans Bloody Gluck is calling for a total European ban on British turkey. The country will be in an uproar.
Oh, I think you're underestimating the intelligence of the British public.
It's terrifying. Someone should do something about it. I mean, I'm so scared for the kids that I've taken up smoking again. I blame the lottery.
Look, this bloke down a pub. His brother had a turkey wrist sole. Never seen again. Straight up.
Well, it's like a bubonic plague, isn't it? The government at the time said rats were safe. Then what happened? Great Fire of London. Makes you think, doesn't it?
So far, there's no conclusive scientific evidence of any human infection from turkey consumption. Further research is underway, but I repeat, there's no cause for alarm.
That, friends, is the face of evil. As appointed leader of this organisation, I, Androcles, hereby declare war on Worsfold, the slaughterer's apologist. Shh, leave it to me.
Terry? Would your friends like some cocoa?
Lovely.
Thank you, Mrs. Wilkinson. That's very kind of you.
There's some ginger nuts there as well.
Yeah, thanks a lot, Mum. See you later.
Great. My favourite.
Well, they contain animal fat, you moron. Right. Back to business.
Terry.
Androcles.
Sorry, Androcles. It's just I can't really drink my cocoa through my balaclava.
Yeah, well, we all have to make sacrifices, Maureen. And Worsfold is about to make his. Oh, that's hot.
Of course, in Germany, we sympathize with your predicament. We are your partners in Europe. We are not enemies. We have forgotten all about the war. Both of them. 1914-18 and 1939-45. All history.
Well, you're not being very helpful. You're threatening a total export ban unless we cull our entire turkey flock.
So? There's nothing to fear. You will not be without turkeys for your Christmas festivities. For in Germany, we have the capacity to supply the entire British market. Thousands of plump, healthy birds are...
massed?
Yeah, that is it precisely. They are massed in hangars near Frankfurt, ready to fly over at a moment's notice.
Brilliant, Worsfold. Now it's the turkey blitzkrieg.
The trouble is, Minister, that every time you assure the public that something is safe, they tend to assume you're lying.
Well, that's pretty rich coming from a journalist. And typical, if I may say so, of the BBC's simplistic and alarmist coverage of a complex scientific issue.
Well, people do seem to be falling ill.
Well, if that is a veiled reference to my son, then it's a disgrace. How dare you drag my private life into this business? It's got absolutely nothing to do with my son. How low will you lot stoop? Right, that's it.
Right, got him. Let's go.
This balaclava's bringing me out in a rash.
Probably the lanolin in the wool.
Wool? Oh, it's disgusting.
I'm so sorry, Terry.
What? This time you've gone too far. Did you do this?
Well, it wasn't me.
It's not my handwriting.
Still, they've got a point.
Right. That's it. You've won.
Dad, it wasn't us.
I don't care anymore. I'm conceding the argument. I am a butcher, a fascist, a Nazi, a serial killer, and a member of the MCC. Or rather, I was, but now, thanks to you, I have seen the light. What's going on? The house is on the market. I'm quitting my job, and the children are both coming out of school. And since all property is theft, Ben, all our possessions are going to the charity shop. So it's goodbye to all this, and it's goodbye to me. I'm going to the Sudan to do voluntary work, but don't worry. I'll leave a forwarding address for donations. There? Pippa? I think I might owe you an apology.
You're late, Mr. Lester.
Sorry, my son has taken a turn for the worse.
Yes, he is rather letting the side down. The Prime Minister thinks it would help if he got better.
I couldn't see the Prime Minister by any chance.
No, that won't be necessary. He merely wanted to find out how your inquiry was progressing.
Oh, that? Well, very well. It's going very slowly. It'll be months at least, years possibly.
You've got until next week.
What?
There's been a change of plan. You've got to come up with a watertight pro-Turkey case to clobber the Euros with at the summit.
I thought the plan was to do nothing and see what happened.
Yes. Well, that strategy wasn't playing too well amongst the C1, C2D males. So the Prime Minister had an idea.
Really?
Well, his idea was to accept my idea.
Give me the German Chancellor, will you? Hurry up.
Which is to go into the European summit and tough it out. So we're going to stand up to them.
Thank you.
Do what the French do. Act like Germans.
Bastard!
Demographically, it's a proven winner. Especially with the blue-collar don't knows.
I see.
You know the sort of thing. British bulldog defends the turkey against the garlic-swilling sausage-eaters.
I'm all for bashing Johnny Foreigner, but I thought it wasn't allowed nowadays. Isn't that xenophobia?
Xenophobia, Mr. Lester, is the fear of losing general elections.
I suspect you'll be spending a bob or two down the car wash. Eh, sir? Now, can you think of anyone who might bear a grudge against you, sir?
Arthur Headley, the turkey farmer. About 50 other turkey producers. 100 ancillary businesses. Half the Ministry of Agriculture, the Cabinet, and the Prime Minister.
The Prime Minister.
And how is the inquiry progressing, Herr Versfeld?
Fine. But you know, these things take time.
Not anymore. The Minister has decided that we will be delivering the report at the summit.
The summit is on Tuesday.
I have it on my desk by Monday. Colin's had rather a lot on his plate recently, not to mention his car. Suffice it to say that the British position will be crystal clear by the opening session.
Excellent. And then we can get on with the destruction of all your turkeys.
I think that might be a little premature. Anyway, there is the additional problem of the carcasses.
I have thought of that. You dump the carcasses in the sea.
You can't be serious.
Of course. Deposit them in your fishing grounds. After all, you're not allowed to fish there anymore.
And while armed police were called in to quell the anti-Turkey riots in Wolverhampton, pro-Turkey demonstrators took their protest today to London. With me is Agriculture Minister Geoffrey Lester. Mr. Lester, will they succeed?
No, of course not. I can assure the turkey farmers of Britain that I will be going to Europe armed with the facts. And let me tell you, I will in every sense be talking turkey.
And now the weather.
So how come they got their protest on the news?
We didn't even make the local paper.
Yeah, well, I rang the police. They said I was a nutcase.
Oh, no.
They weren't listening. But they will listen. Androcles is going to resort to extreme measures. Yeah, come in, Mum.
Ow! Bloody nylon balaclavas.
Yes. Oh, not you again, Montague. Perhaps I didn't make my position clear before. Go away. No, Montague, I've nothing against lobbyists. I just don't like them. What information? Okay. Yes, all right. This better not be bullshit.
I say we just bribe him. Big wad of cash.
No, I don't think so. He's not an MP.
Think you prefer a couple of mucky women?
No.
Oh, mucky boys.
I think it best if we handle it my way. The subtle approach.
The subtle approach doesn't work. We'll break his legs.
Colin. Hi, good of you to come.
Didn't tell me he was coming. This is very compromising.
Sit down, Colin. Let me explain. Now, Colin, I know you're not a great fan of us consultants, so I thought you two should talk this through face to face.
Oh, I can't stay long. I'm very busy.
Got some other businesses to close down, have you?
Only if they're poisoning people. Look, what's this about, Montague? I haven't got time to waste.
Now, Colin, what Mr. Headley really wanted to say is that he's been in the agri-business long enough to know where the bodies are buried. Beef, chicken, eggs. He'd be the first to put up his hand and say, yes, the food chain is buggered. Wouldn't you, Mr. Headley? He'd be the first to admit that farmers have been somewhat irresponsible environmentally, cutting corners for short-term profit. Wouldn't you, Mr. Headley? But in this case, he's innocent. There really is nothing untoward going on in the turkey business. It's all been a terrible mistake.
Sorry, I thought you said you had something
Now
new to
sit
say.
down, Sonny. Listen. For God's sake, Montague, if you're going to leak the stuff, get on and bloody well leak it.
Leak? What?
Colin, I know you're under a lot of pressure. Perhaps I can help with, say, some information that your superiors may have kept from you.
Such as?
If I were you, I'd look at the geographical incidence of the mystery illness and ask myself what other local source of contamination could there possibly be.
Oh, yes. People are very quick to point the finger at us water companies. And why? Because we are successful. That's the trouble with this country today. If you're successful, they say you've given yourself half the company's shares as a bonus. It's not true. It's in the wife's name.
I'm not here about remuneration. I'm here about the contamination of the water table.
And the pool? People say, I don't need a pool. I don't need a... What am my workforce going to say if I haven't got a pool? Gas chairman, he's got a pool. Olympic size with artificial wave-making machine and a built-in bar. Are we not as successful as gas? Electric chairman, he's got a yacht. Rail boss, private plane. Well, no, you don't. No. You cannot accuse us of producing contaminated water.
Why not?
We haven't got any water. We ship it all in from Sweden. This stuff's Perrier. No, it's not to do with water. Listen, I've heard on the grapevine that this mystery disease is something to do with turkeys. Have you heard that one? I reckon I know what's caused it.
You do?
Well, it's hardly a coincidence considering who's Headley's next door neighbour, is it?
Are you here for the Family Fun Day?
No, I'd like to see your operations manager.
And what is the purpose of your visit?
My purpose is to see the operations manager.
Why?
I have some questions I'd like to put to him.
Nuclear power is one of the cleanest and safest energy sources known to mankind. This facility is twice the size of Chernobyl and employs half the people. It's been a pleasure talking to you, and do remember there's a full range of Patty Particle merchandising available at our visitor center.
Detailed official questions from a government ministry relating to health and safety.
If you would like, you put your questions to me. I am fully authorized to respond on all matters of public relations.
Well, maybe, Patty, you can confirm reports of radioactive leaks contaminating local livestock and thereby being responsible for a recent outbreak of mass poisoning.
Get me our lawyer in New York. I got an asshole here making defamatory and unsubstantiated allegations about our business practice.
Now look, I am just trying...
Lawyer wants a word with you.
Hello? No. No, my butt is not insured, no.
George, I think I'm onto something now. It all makes sense. The turkeys are poisoned, but not from the food chain, from radiation.
Really?
I went down to Drumwell today, and they threatened to sue me. They're definitely hiding something. You see, the radiation escapes out into the atmosphere, permeates the cloud system, comes back in the rain, which the turkeys then absorb, and thus end up contaminated.
Nice theory. There's only one thing wrong with it.
What?
It's bollocks. The turkeys aren't contaminated at all by anything.
What?
Your test results have come back. Negative. I'm not the sort of chap to say I told you so, usually. But in this case, I'm prepared to make an exception. I told you so.
Can they be negative?
I look forward to reading your report. Very soon indeed.
Shit!
Yes, sir.
I'd like a detonator, some explosives. Oh, yeah, and a jiffy bag, please.
Under the new guidelines, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you some questions about that, sir.
Yeah, it's fine, yeah.
Now, this is purely for recreational purposes, is it, sir?
Oh, yeah, of course, yeah.
And you don't have a criminal record, do you, sir?
Why?
Well, we can't sell this stuff to nutcases.
Do I look like a nutcase?
No, you look like one of our usual customers. Right, what was it again?
Detonator.
That's it, here we go. Hand grenade, dynamite.
Do you have to go in today? It is Saturday.
Of course I do. Don't I, Dido? Because I've got to go and tell my master exactly what he wants to hear. What an obedient little dog I am. So, what are we going to do now, Dido? We've been lied to, manipulated, intimidated. But are we downhearted? Yes.
The only thing you can do, Colin, is tell the truth.
All right, the truth. I don't know what I'm doing and I want my job at the Treasury back, please. What's the post? I'll get it. Good girl, Dido. What have we got there?
I think we can add the Animal Protection League to your list of enemies, sir.
And who the hell are the Animal Protection League?
They're the people who just killed your dog.
Can you stop snivelling? Look, in the war, to liberate animals, well, you've got to have casualties.
But not animals.
Yeah, well, don't worry. I'll make Wordsfold pay for this outrage.
So he died then. It's bloody bad timing, 3 days before the summit. Kids, eh?
I don't think my son did it on purpose. If I could just see the Prime Minister and explain...
No, the Prime Minister's far too upset to see anyone. This whole thing seriously undermined his position in Vienna. But he very much wanted you to have this.
That's very thoughtful of him.
Yes. It's your letter of resignation. Demographically, it's very important we distance ourselves from your negative profile. And besides, Prime Minister thought you'd probably want to spend more time with your family. Well, what's left of it.
You bastards!
Now, you mustn't take this personally. It's just, we felt Peter Villiers would do your job better.
Villiers? But he's a raging puff.
Exactly. No children.
And the main news again, the Germans have escalated the Turkey war by bringing in a complete ban on British cars. And finally, it is now 11 hours since the French sealed the tunnel after a suspected turkey salad was discovered on the 10:15 from Waterloo. Ironically, one of the trapped passengers travelling to Brussels is none other than the new Agriculture Minister, Peter Villiers. Good night.
Meanwhile, in Trafalgar Square, stars from the world of stage and screen gathered to hold a midnight celebrity turkey vigil. Emma Thompson, Sir Ian McKellen, Trevor Nunn and Jeremy Irons joined Gordon the Gobbler from the turkey advertisement.
I think that what's so amazing and so beautiful about tonight is the way that the whole nation has come together with, one voice. And I think Sting said it all when he sang, "A turkey is not just for Christmas, it's for life." Save the turkey!
Pathetic. Now we're being told what to do by a man in a turkey suit. Honestly, the level of public debate in this country is dismal. People must want to be badly informed.
Well, isn't that where you come in? What is it you always say? You're a small cog in the big wheel that grinds on in the pursuit of truth.
Oh, God, am I really that pompous? Well, I can't find the truth. Or rather, I can, but I don't think it is the truth. Too many people want me to think it's the truth, so it can't be the truth. And if the truth isn't the truth, what do the people who want me to think it is the truth think the truth really is?
You don't think you're getting a bit paranoid, Colin?
Why? Who's been saying that?
Isn't there anyone you can talk to?
I've talked to bloody everyone, Claire. Except Geoffrey Lester. No one seems to know where he is.
Why?
Apparently he's had some sort of breakdown.
Poor chap.
Word is he's gone completely bonkers. Cleared his desk and then set fire to it. Now he's done a runner. Oh, well. Back to being... What is it Ben always calls me?
A government stooge and third-rate apparatchik.
Uh-huh.
Is your irritation anything to do with having to admit your bosses are right?
No. It's everything to do with it.
Oh, well, think of Geoffrey Lester. You've just lost face.
And our poor dog.
Yes, but he's lost his son.
That's brilliant! No, I'm sorry, it's not brilliant, but that's the answer. Geoffrey Lester's son died after eating the turkey. And then we never heard another word. All hush-hush. But he must have seen the post-mortem results. Lester must have the evidence. Brilliant, Claire. First thing tomorrow, I'll find him. What are you doing here?
Building Big Ben out of spaghetti.
Oh, give us a packet.
All right, then.
I suppose you call it a midlife crisis. Time for a change. So I thought I'd become a tree person. From now on, I'd like to be known as Barkman. And I'm offering my services as a sort of all-purpose anarchist.
Yeah, that's all very well, like, but why should we accept you, eh?
Well, because I know lots of helpful little things. Like the fact that you work for MI5.
Is this true, Moonbeam?
Oh, yeah? So what? You work for the Daily Mail.
Right. Now let's get this anarchy organised.
Stop the bypass! Trees, not roads! Get off!
Excuse me? Excuse me? This is the Ketteridge bypass.
Soon we'll be set.
Which way's the protest?
Oh, right. Well, you see that bunch of trees over there, sir? Well, you go straight past them, turn left at the bulldozers, then right at the police tent.
No. Head straight for the trees. Do a sharp left at the Portaloos, then straight on past the dogs.
Or there's a shortcut where you miss out the trees altogether, skate round the old site, and then come back on yourself. That's the one.
Thank you, I'm sure I'll find it.
Ah, look.
Ah.
Look, a little baby hedgehog.
Hey!
Well, they're going to have to get used to it, aren't they? There's a road coming through here.
Stop the bypass. Trees, not roads. Leaf person, could I have your attention, please? Bypass is spelt with a Y. Your banner reads, stop the bypass. The educational standards in this country are abysmal. I blame the government.
Mr. Lester! Barkman!
Sorry, I am in a meeting.
I'm from the Ministry of Agriculture. We met once briefly. Colin Worsfold?
Worsfold. Oh, yes, I remember you. You're the troublemaker.
Am I?
Yes, if my memory serves me correctly. Which it doesn't much at the moment. I can't even remember why. Good for you, anyway. Twig Warrior, I'm going to be tied up for a while, so no calls, please.
I'm sorry to hear about your son.
Poor James.
I don't want to intrude, but I do want to establish the link between his death and the poisoned turkey.
What link?
Well, he ate the turkey. I presume that's why...
No. Could have happened at any time. It's a family thing. First son has a dicky heart. Second son goes bonkers. I'm the second son.
But if he didn't die from eating the turkey, then why did you fix the test results?
We didn't. Good idea, though. I should have thought of that at the time. Still, they came up negative, so no harm done.
But what was the deal with Headley?
There wasn't one. Headley's a pain in the arse, but he has got a lot of people working for him. The government doesn't want everyone unemployed. Not before the election, anyway.
Are you seriously telling me there was no conspiracy?
That's the chap. We couldn't organise anything as complicated as a conspiracy. Care for some acorn tea?
Sorry, Colin. Just got out of the bloody tunnel. Grey flannel suit, side vents. Would you believe it? 27 hours down there. Well, 20 in the tunnel and 7 getting back from Ashford.
Really?
Now, that is a terrific report. First-class job, bang on schedule. Tremendous achievement.
Thank you.
And just the conclusion we wanted to read.
I know.
Except, not anymore.
What?
Yes, PM's changed his mind again.
Well, he told you that?
Well, not personally, no. His analyst WizKid has come up with some new market research which contradicts all the previous market research. Turns out there are no votes to be gained in supporting turkeys. But you can't argue with demographics, can you? It's from the Greek, you know.
Yes. Demos meaning complete and graphos meaning bollocks.
Well, there's no need to be disagreeable, Worsfold. Decisive action is what the public wants. Decisive action is what the public will get. Pink braces, buttons, not clips.
So what happens now?
Well, it's obvious, isn't it? We're going to ban all our turkeys. Ourselves.
Sorry?
It appears there's more votes to be gained playing the health card than banging the jingo drum. So, instead of acting like Winston Churchill, we pretend to be Esther Ransom. You know, serious face, immensely responsible, grave concern for public safety. All that rubbish. It's the feel-bad factor. Big ratings hit.
You are going to cull all the British turkeys?
Not just the British ones. Entre nous, I think we should go one step further and ban all the European ones as well. Then we'd really have them over a barrel.
What about the scientific evidence?
Wake up, Worsfold. This isn't science, it's politics. Silk hanky. Thanks again for the report, Worsfold. Vienna. Here we come.
I almost forgot.
God, this is serious. I better call someone. The sun or the mirror?
Mrs. Worsfold. We know where your husband is.
Oh, thank God.
Yes. He's in a van somewhere. He's been kidnapped by a bunch of psychopaths. But don't worry, the best possible people are out there looking for him. The tabloids.
Right. Yes. Right. Okay, let's go.
Oh, it's locked. What a shame. What are you doing, Terry?
Terry?
I don't think we should be doing
Terry, I don't think Terry, the game was...
We are the Animal Protection League. I am Androcles. I am your nemesis.
Nice one, Terry.
Shut up.
You bastards killed my dog.
We're very sorry about that.
Yeah, it was meant to be you. Gag him and take him in. Well, don't worry. You won't feel any pain. Just like turkeys don't.
Not actually going to go through with this, are we? He seems rather nice. I'm really not sure about this, Terry.
Well, then go, Maureen, run away. This movement has no room for cowards. Does it, Spike?
No. I think I'll run away as well.
That's okay with you, Terry?
So, Colin, it's just you and me. Well, you're going to be a martyr, Colin. I mean, your death will save 1 million turkey lives. Well, how do you feel about that? Goodbye, Colin.
Worsfold? What the bloody hell do you think you're playing at? Get off my equipment.
Yeah, well, you just leave him alone. He is just a government yes-man in league with you turkey executioners.
Well, I'm not having you damaging my investments. I don't want some bureaucrat clogging up the machinery.
Well, don't touch him. I am punishing him for crimes against the animal kingdom, or republic, as it will one day be.
And who the hell are you?
I am Androcles, the voice of humanity.
Well, you look like a nutcase to me.
What do you call me?
A nutcase. A bloody nutcase.
Get me down! Get me down! Not the stun then!
Turn off the pump!
Turn off that pump!
Not the chestnuts! Please, not the chestnuts!
Chestnut and apricot. Terrific. Worsfold.
Worsfold!
You will have to do now phase 2. Liberation. Liberation.
Free the turkey!
come out. We've got a checkbook.
Fellow creatures, I am your saviour! Oh, come on, move it, you stupid birds! Oh, come on, you're all free now! Oh, you're all free! Oh, don't pick me! Not me eyes!
This is nothing. I spent 3 days up the coconut tree trying to get these edges.
I'm going home in a minute.
Don't shoot! I'm a civil servant! I'll tell you what's happening. There's a deep frozen vacuum-packed turkey farmer with stuffing up his bottom, and a lunatic photocopying salesman who's been pecked to death by turkeys. But that's not the story.
Are the turkeys mad?
No, the real story is there's nothing wrong with the turkeys.
Did the farmer die of turkey poisoning?
No. What I'm telling you is the government wasn't lying. It's a difficult concept to grasp, I know, but it's true. Turkeys are safe. But nobody's interested in that, least of all the government. They're prepared to sacrifice the entire industry in exchange for the hysteria vote. And the civil service is going to let them. Aren't we, Cranley? Because that's what we do. We adopt an impartial line of complete submission, don't we?
Oh, my God.
And that's why the Prime Minister is in Vienna. He's doing a massive U-turn based on opportunism, cynicism, and a couple of flip charts. Aren't you, Prime Minister?
Prime Minister demographically speaking.
Idiot! I can't believe it! You betrayed me!
Please don't
You're
do that.
fired! Because the leader of Her Majesty's government does what he's told by a pipsqueak with a clipboard and a degree in media studies.
What, so there are no disease-ridden turkeys on the loose terrorising the countryside?
Nope, afraid not. Though Peter Villiers will probably pretend that there are. Won't you, Peter? Because then you can demand a ban on all turkeys. Even German ones. And that'll really piss on Herr Gluck's chips, eh, Pete?
So, if the turkey's not to blame, who is?
Well, I'll tell you who's to blame. You lot, for hyping this story into lunacy. Then there's the public for enjoying the thrill of a damn good scare. But mostly, I blame myself for stupidly believing that anyone could care about something as boring as the truth.
You sure you haven't eaten any turkey recently?
No, I've told you, the turkeys are fine. We're the ones who are sick. All right. I'll give you a story.
Headley's turkey farm, where earlier this evening a disturbance was reported.
Happy Christmas, Dad.
Don't worry, Dad. It won't explode.
It's a little dino. Hello.
Lunch is ready.
Oh. Somehow Christmas isn't the same without a turkey.
Poor everyone else.
Oh, look at that. Well, I'm pleased to say that we'll be having turkey this year, next year, and for many years to come. Aren't they sweet?
Yeah, and savoury.
Christmas is a time for forgiveness. And this year, let us be honest, there has been much to forgive. So let us
You
try,
must try.
however hard it is.
Everyone's having it this year. It's a sort of granular organic turkey substitute which our boffins have cooked up for us. It's called Gobble. It's really not as bad as it looks. Really.
Happy Christmas.
Too many loose ends.
This is straightforward suicide.